Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Chat Managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilu.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. Today's Monday, so you're allowed to ask personal questions, political questions, pet questions, whatever you have. I will take questions today. Well, Monday evenings and Saturday evening, that's the way we operate. I'm posting my number. Okay, did you guys hear the Supreme Court? I shouldn't be surprised because I said, I believe it was last week or the week before last, that I don't trust the Supreme Court. I don't think I said it here. I said it, I'm sure, on the other channel. And Para, they are allowing Trump to send immigrants, undocumented immigrants, to third party countries. I think this is the most. No wonder I was feeling I don't trust these people. Why would you do something like that? And then we know what's next. And as Trump already said, he will send American citizens as well. That's next in the agenda. I'm not a lawyer. It takes me, I have to read whatever they write a number of times because I don't understand the language. When they start putting those numbers, laws and stuff, it takes me forever. But that caught me by surprise. Jojo Tao says, Milo, will I retire in a year or keep working a bit longer? You mean, should you retire, Jojo, or? I feel you're going to be able to do what, I feel it's okay to do whatever you want. Maybe, if you're 65, go for it. Even 62. So enjoy yourself, have fun. Artist says, it looks like Iran and Israel are in an agreement to stop the war. Yes, I heard about that. But I'm not surprised because the mullahs in Iran have made stupid mistakes. It's all or nothing for these people. They are so rigid, just like Trump. This is a colossal mistake. They have weakened their country. That's basically what happened. So now they find themselves in a situation where they cannot sustain any kind of a fight between Iran or anyone else for a long period of time. But intuitively I heard about that, I feel like saying they're going to rebuild, obviously, but that's what I'm getting, okay? But yes, I wasn't surprised when I heard that because, like the reports have been saying, Israel has done a very good job at weakening them. And something else? The mullahs are so rigid that I don't know. Intuitively, that's what I feel, okay? I was saying that, I believe on the other channel I was explaining this. The other countries in the Middle East, first of all, they don't want Iran to be leading anything. And Iran's ambition is to be, the big honcho in the Middle East. So, and also, if you notice, most countries in the Middle East, okay, I don't know very much about it because I'm not interested in, I would have to have a lot of money to visit any of those countries. I don't have it. But anyway, like Dubai, Saudi Arabia, All the other ones that I can't remember the name, I can't think of the names right now because I'm seeing pictures and trying to do this is not easy. So they are all advancing. They are investing their money on technological development, on making more money, all those type of things. I'm not saying they're not supporting, terrorists like Hamas and all these people, okay? But they are in a different path than Iran is. Iran wants to run some kind of religious dream something. Well, it's not Iran, but the mullahs. And they were very rigid. They weren't thinking ahead. And they thought God was going to help them. If I mess up, I am making $10 and I spend 20, God is not going to help me. I'm going to have to come up with a way to, make up that $10 difference. And I'm just giving a sample example. You got to be very lucky. If you're lucky with money, then it will be in your astrological chart, and then you may get lucky somewhere, somehow. If you are supposed to pay, if you are planning on paying that $10 offset that you owe, okay, instead of paying it in 5 years, you can maybe pay it in a year or two. But the mistake they made, they keep praying every day and thank God he's going to save them. Not happening. Doesn't work that way. And now they find themselves in a jam, and don't be surprised if they are toppled. The adversaries in Iran, the other Iranians, they're not going to do it right now because this is the wrong time to do it. They want people with them. If they do it now, the Iranian people are going to turn on them. The counter government people, okay? That's why you're not going to see a regime change now. But don't be surprised 6 months to a year from now if that's what happens, because they are so weakened, and according to report, the Iranian people are running away from the capital, and I don't blame them, So, yes, I heard about that, and I feel begrudgingly, and something, Putin and Medvedev, well, we're going to give Iran nuclear weapons or baloney. They won't, okay? But intuitively, I feel Iran pushed them in that direction as well to make a deal, because the country has weakened considerably, and they cannot sustain a long fight and do something. Okay, and also, that's a self-preservation thing as well, because Iran is helping Russia with drones, among other things. So I started saying this, I don't know if I said it, the other, that Hezbollah, those groups that Iran usually sponsors, okay, according to report, they're saying that, well, Iran can handle it, we're not going to step into it. That's what Iran usually say about them, according to a report I heard this afternoon. And all those things, okay, the equation has changed in the Middle East. The situation has changed. All the other countries, and you don't know who's paying those guys either. They're leaders. So Iran miscalculated. I mean, the mullahs, not the Iranian people, the mullahs miscalculated big time. So now they're doing this because they don't have a choice. They'll fight another day. That's what I'm getting from them. But they're not going to go quietly either. So remember I told you. But yes, I heard about that artist. I wasn't surprised. Okay, somebody says it's hot. Charlie C. Sage of Fire says, hot up here to Hudson Valley in New York. Oh, yes, I just spoke to one of my brothers. You guys are in the hundreds this week. Patsy Johnson, let's see. Yes, And there isn't very much, or we lost another person. I don't remember his name right now. Let me see if I wrote it down. No, I don't think so. I didn't write it down. Oh my God. 1 second. Okay. Something I think. Okay. No, because I think I know what I wanted to say. I'm sure all of you heard that Gabbard, he's on the ropes. And if you notice, she wasn't there. When was it? Saturday? Yeah. When Trump ordered the bombing of Iran. Yeah. The minute I didn't, because the first thing I did when I saw the video, I was the next morning because I didn't watch it live. There was something, for some reason I didn't see it live, but the minute I saw the video, I don't know if it was even being shown live, I don't remember. That's how I'm interested in anything that Fruitcake is doing. But I didn't see her. I looked for two people during that bombing. They were showing it in the Situation Room, and Fruitcake was trying to pretend he's like Obama. He's never gonna make this. Yeah, Obama, all right, dream on. But I looked for two people, Eggshot and Gabbard. The minute I didn't see Gabbard, I'm like, okay, she's on the out for sure. And it seems like to me she's very, I mean, I'm that way too. Pride, you know. I don't feel she has the patience. Her pride, not the patience, but her pride is getting in the way as well. And I'm not blaming her for it. But you know something, it's a good smackdown. She was a Democrat. She betrayed them, became a Republican. You know, Brown knows her way to this position. And oh boy, is she being mistreated? Yikes. So, yeah, I think she's on the out, friends. Okay. Daughter of Asset says, Hamidu, can you tell me why my cat Leah is suddenly attacking my other cats? Oh my God. And is my cat Hera the reincarnation of my, no, I'm not getting, no, that's, Hera is her own spirit, not some another cat you lost yet. I mean, it can probably remind you of the other cat, but no, it's not a reincarnation. And what I would do, okay, I would take Leah to the vet because it may be emotional or psychological, okay, or there may be something that's not right because they can attack their parents, you know, pet parents too, okay. I don't feel your other cat did anything to her for her to be attacking them. It may be there. Okay, can you please call me? How old is your cat? How old is Leah? Here's the number. Please call me. Okay. Carol the Lion says, I was told last week my federal contractor job will end in 2029. I'm looking for a job. You have till 2029. This is June 12, 2020, 2025. We have, of course. Luis Alou says, Amilu, Sunday when talking from France to a friend in the States, friend's sound was cut when I mentioned Tug BB and F-45. Happened twice. What do you see? To be honest with you, I know it happened twice, but I doubt they are monitoring. I mean, unless your friend is in a high position in the government, okay. Now, millions and millions and millions of calls, international calls. Well, they're going to start cutting mines too. But Luis, I don't think I feel it's a coincidence. I don't feel it's because you were saying that. No, I'm not going to tell you yes. I'm not feeling yes. What I was getting is it's probably a technological problem. Very good chance it's a technological problem. It's not. They're not monitoring you up because they don't. I mean, from what I understand, and believe me, it's very easy to do. Okay, they have all the equipment to do that. They record everything, but if they have to be monitoring you and your friend in order for them to do that. Well, the other thing that can be done as well, but I don't think they're doing it. Okay, is using AI just like YouTube does to find out certain words. Okay, yeah, it is possible, but I don't think that's what happened. Sorry. All right. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Okay, Pat Star says, Iran says, there is a big confusion, Pat Star. I've seen your... Pat Star says, Iran says they did not agree to the ceasefire. I've seen that. I've seen where they said they agreed or they did not receive a copy of the ceasefire or anything like that. Let me put it this way, like I was saying earlier. They don't have a choice. And yes, they are very proud of themselves. I'm not, saying that's anything bad. Okay. But I doubt, seriously, they don't want to fight for too long. Because, it's not only Iran that's paying a major price. Okay. Israel is paying a major price as well. The capital of Israel has never been attacked or suffered so much damage. Like, I don't remember Israel, getting beat up and bleed like that. Iran, I don't know. The only time I think Iran was under such pressure was when they were fighting Iraq, Saddam Hussein, So I don't remember exactly because it's been a while. But I don't remember the capital of Israel ever come under such pressure. And people died, it's been a tough couple of weeks for Israel. So, but they're both, for different reasons. It's, Iran is because the situation, the money, they don't have the resources to stand a long fight and the mistakes they've made in the past. The only way Israel or us wouldn't attack Iran right now is if they had the bomb, So no one would even start bugging them. But they are spent, that's what I feel. So they don't have a choice. And they're not to this, if they don't agree to it today, and they're not to the distant future. And Europeans have stepped in and trying to make peace as well. So there are people working behind the scenes, let's put it that way. Trump is simply there to take advantage. That's what he does. He wants to look good. Yeah. So far, he caused this. He basically trashed the agreement between the Obama government administration did with Iran, and now, okay, we find ourselves in this position, this situation. So nothing is, promised. It's crazy. W. Wright says, Meanwhile, I would like to thank you for the information for my oldest daughter job search. She starts next month for her new job. Oh, congratulations. Good for you. Okay. The artist says, who is Trump listening to so that he's not escalating? I mean, if Trump was to escalate, this can go out of control, and he doesn't want that. And Trump also knows American people don't want to send their kids to fight in the Middle East. So it feels like to me, the reason why he went in, and now every once in a while he doubts he should have done this, because obviously we know how people can manipulate him. And that's why I told you guys, 10% chance he may go. I didn't say 100% he's not going, because I knew. First of all, I felt he had made up his mind, okay, whether he's staying or going, okay? But I was leaning intuitively towards him not going, because I could sense the fear from him of this getting out of control. And you can see any little positive thing, he runs to that Kakamemi social media platform he has and post things. Okay, so I don't feel there are too many people around him right now who want to drag us into a fight with Iran, because we don't know how this is going to turn out. And it's very scary to him. He's hoping and praying that this thing doesn't go south. Because if it does, our young Americans are going to be fighting again. So, and they are very conscious of that. That's what it feels like to me. Okay. Bonita Herring says, Emilio, can you please tell me if you see me and my grandson healing our relationship? Yes, but it's going to take time, my friend. Yeah. So, stay in contact, stay in touch, and if both of you can go to counseling, that would be very helpful. That's what I feel, because it seems like there's a dad issue here. Or, some of us, depending on how we experience mom and dad, we can, even if it's not true, little things that happened when we were young, we misinterpret those things. We can misinterpret them. And then they come out later in your relationship with your parents, or our relationship with our parents. And sometimes you don't even know why you're mad at them, So it's a good thing to go to counseling. Maybe you can get to the bottom of it, but that takes time too. The answer is yes, okay, but it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm not going to tell you as well as I do, healing relationship is not the easiest thing in the world. Okay? Carl Eichholz, I'm not quite sure I'm pronouncing your last name correctly, sorry, says, I may have lost my father completely to MAGA. He made his choice to serve Trump's regime, but I've made mine to fight against the Trump regime. Carl, I understand what you mean, but I feel your father is going to wake up at some point, okay? Because a lot of people who supported Trump, they know he's a con. They know he's no good for the country, okay? There is a small percentage of the MAGA base. They will stick with him no matter what. But it feels like to me the majority know where they are, and they know it's not in a good place. So let's see what happens. But I don't feel like saying. It feels like to me at some point, your father is going to regret that he followed Trump. Please let me know when that happens. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but it's coming. Okay? Oh my God. Comment 25, I feel like saying yes, but make sure when he goes, whenever he goes in, have a lawyer with him. Okay? Because, I mean, we both know what they are doing. They have, I mean, a lot of people right now, they're bounty hunters. Okay? It seems like they are being paid for every, if you weren't born here, or no, let's put it this way, if you were in the process of getting your papers and you go to court or to the office, these people are ambushing everybody all over the place. And that's why the head of ICE, who was acting very tough, I'm a former Marines, and if you don't do what I do, I'm going to step over your head and crack your skulls. Today I heard he's complaining, ICE workers are people too. Give them a chance, they're trying to do a hard job. Yeah, because people have turned on ICE. They haven't seen anything yet. The worst is yet to come for DHS and ICE. Oh my God, they're not generating, they're not doing the right thing at all. They don't know how to handle conflict, okay, how to resolve things. What they are doing is stuff that they do in third world countries, and it's going to backfire. It's backfiring, it's going to get worse. And Trump, that's deporting people to third countries other than their respective countries, that's going to blow up too. It may not happen now, my friends. They're doing a whole lot of stupid things that are going to backfire on them at some point in time. They said, I hate those masks, you know. Yeah, you're not the only one. I think most Americans hate them. Kenny Smartly says, I was approached as soon as I walked in the gym today by a man justifying for a 45. Kept telling me he did the right thing. I can't stand a 45 and not friendly to his supporters. I'm not friendly to his supporters either, but I don't get to interact with them at all. Thank God. I'm mostly here I'm always working, unfortunately. Well, I'm lucky. I shouldn't say unfortunately, I'm lucky because I'm doing my own thing. Yes, it's challenging, but when I said unfortunately, what I mean was I don't get to go out as much as I would like to because I always have something to do, which is okay. Keeps me busy, out of trouble too, I guess. Okay. Della Jane says, part-time hard worker, will a promotion come my way? I feel like saying yes, but I wouldn't expect it this year. I would be shocked if you get it this year. And it's no reflection on you, okay? It's the economy and how every company, you know better than I do how things are, okay? So hang in there, you will get it. Rihanna says, the Proud Boys, yes, the real ICE agents don't wear sneakers exactly. Well, yeah, that is true. There's a dress code. And Rihanna says, I think so too. ICE is the Proud Boys and the J6 people released from jail. Yeah, and also I think they are the 3%ers, the militias. Yeah. And and they have bounty hunters among them too. A whole bunch of combination of really the worst of the worst. Okay. Noah Garcia says, how much longer do you see Chitolini staying in power? You know, I can confuse time, like I've said many times before. I would be surprised if he lasts another year, because I don't think the country can withstand. I mean, he's failing at every turn. This guy has done nothing right. Zero. The tariffs, when it comes to immigrants, the way he treats them, this whole is a fiasco. The economy, I mean, he's lying. Okay, everything is blowing up. So now he's hoping, he'll get a ceasefire, and then he can parade and says, you see, I deserve to be president. Maybe you should re-elect me again. I needed a third term. Yeah. All right, friends. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming and for your support. I appreciate it. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmiru.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. If you like the channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow this one too. If you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe. And also tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. I will see you all. Those of you who attend my daily stream, I'll see you all tomorrow, same time. Till then, bye.